Heather du Plessis-Allan Drive, weekdays from 4 on Newstalk ZB.
Oh, I tell you what, there's a tax coming, isn't there? There is definitely a tax coming. And out of morbid fascination, I cannot wait to see how Labor goes trying this one on. So David Parker today released his research into how much tax Kiwis paid. And he's got the headlines he wanted. They're all screaming that 350 of the richest Kiwis in this country pay half the tax rate that the rest of us do. They only pay 8.9% compared to our 20% or thereabouts. Now, this is where it gets tricky for David Parker, because he's counting capital gains that aren't realised, as in he's counting the increased value of the rich guy's house and business and shares and buildings that that guy hasn't sold yet. So it's all just paper gains. And based on that, David Parker says that guy isn't paying enough tax. Now, think about this in your life, okay? This is the same as counting the increased value of your house over the last year and then asking you to pay tax on that. You haven't sold it, right? So you haven't got any money in your hand. You still live in that house. You haven't got any more money coming into your wages to pay the tax on that house, but suddenly you have to pay tax on the value going up. Does that sound fair? Not really, right? Now, I'm told no one in the world taxes capital gains that exist only on paper, because it's very hard to do. And by the way, forget the rate of tax that these people are paying. Look at the value. On average, $2.5 million each of them a year. That is a huge amount already. Now, I'm guessing, based on what David Parker said today, that Labor is considering proposing a tax at the election. And the tax would be on the ultra-wealthy. And it would be used to fund tax cuts for the average Kiwi worker, right? So you'll get money back. I suspect they're going to do that based on the reaction that they get from today. So if people love it, they'll go ahead with it. But it's a high-risk strategy for them, Because A, it needs to be a good-sized tax cut for Kiwis to vote for it. And B, they're going to have to withstand a lot of political attacks for trying on an idea that apparently hasn't been tried anywhere else in the world. So as I say, I can't wait to see Labor try this one on.
Heather du Plessis-Allan Drive, weekdays from 4 on Newstalk ZB.